today I'm showing you how I turn ordinary playing cards into beautiful junk journal ephemera, and honestly these are so easy once you know what to do. I struggled with these for a while, but once it clicked they became one of my favorite ephemera pieces, and honestly I think I'm going to be including these in every one of my journals. So let's get started. Hello and welcome back to my craft table. So today we're going to be finishing off my Finish on Friday video where I did the altered little notebooks, and this is now part 2, the altered playing cards. So I've never actually done altered playing cards before, so I had to watch a few videos and I did go down a bit of a rabbit hole, and I have to say that I did like Ribena's video, and I'm going to link her video down in the description below. She gave a lot of really good tips which I'm going to be doing here as well in this video, and not necessarily to do with altered playing cards, just generally tips. We have got a few things here. I've got a deck of cards that I've just pulled out, and I mean, as soon as I see playing cards, I just automatically think Alice in Wonderland, and I have got an Alice in Wonderland journal in the works. So this is a freebie from Artie Mays. You know, she's one of my faves, and I hope she does come back. I don't really know the story with her. I'll have to investigate that. But anyway, this is some self-adhesive vellum, and I bought this off eBay from memory. I just thought I would show that to you in case you haven't done anything like this before and you thought it would be a good idea. So what I did was I fed it through my printer, and this is actually the vellum sticky paper. So I've got some tea-dyed paper here, so we're going to take our cards and we're going to back a few with the vellum sticker paper, and then I'm going to also then do the other side and cover it with some tea-dye paper. I think that we're going to be okay with the, actually this card might be a slightly different card. There you go. That is a bigger card. So I think there is a difference between a poker card and just a normal playing card. So let's take this. So I'm not really sure how the red will go. We'll try the black first. All right, let me cut this out. Hopefully I can get this up fairly easily. There we go. Now I might just get a little bit of glue stick and just cover that with glue stick, but apparently, and I don't even know if it was Ribena who had the vellum idea. I think it might have been somebody else, and they suggested just to do the vellum. So I'm just going to place this over the top as best I can. It's pretty good. Now I'm going to have a little bit up the top and a little bit about down the bottom. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stitch around the edge, and then I'm going to ink it, and hopefully we won't really notice that it's not quite the right orientation. So let me just cut this out, but already it looks so good. Oh my goodness, I am so excited about this. Now, I have got some ground espresso and I have got some black soot. So I thought what I might do is, I'm not sure what order I'll do this in. Let's have a look. I might do some ground espresso. I think we're going to be fine. And then I'm going to come in with some black soot and go over that. Oh yes, I do like that. It gives a little bit of a black kind of glow to it, which really does match the card. Oh, that sort of gives you a really dark, sort of moody sort of look. All right, I might try the red one now and see how we go with the red. All right, so let's do the same. Oh, I was going to put some glue stick down, some glue down, wasn't I? It's going to be interesting to see how the red goes on the darker sort of background. I think if I come up here, oh, it's not too bad actually. No, oh no, I'm committed. Oh no, I'm gonna have to get that up. Oh, it does stick. It's very, very sticky. All right, we got it covered. Oh, I do like that as well. I didn't know how the red would go, but it actually looks really, really good. Okay, so now let's trim that. We still got very, very warm weather here in Perth. We did have a bit of a reprieve. We got a few cooler days in, but you know how it is that when these seasons change, they don't want to die, do they? So unfortunately, we've got a few hot days ahead of us again. All right, so I may have some mini cards outside. So I think I'm going to revisit this because I have kind of gotten quite excited about this idea. So we'll decorate a few up, and then what I'll do is I'll stitch the edges, not all of them, but some of them I will, like these ones I will, just to disguise the fact that it's not quite the right size. And then, yeah, we'll have a look at everything. All right, so that's that one there. Now, while we're at it, let's do an Alice one. Let's do this one. But I will finish the rest off camera. This vellum idea is such a good idea. I just have never kind of got around to doing it, but it would be good for fussy cuts as well. And then when you do projects, you can do your fussy cuts, and then yeah, you don't have to worry about gluing everything down. Let me get a little bit of glue down. As I say, these ones I will be stitching the edges, so I don't have to be 100% with the glue. Ink the edges on this one. We'll move on and we'll do something else now. So what I've also got is some of this ideology paper. Oh, the bird would just look just absolutely gorgeous on that, wouldn't it? Just the one bird, and that bird has got a little bit of a tear. I haven't got any water. Let's have a look. That little bird has kind of got a bit of a tear through it, so shame we have. Oh, we might save it. No, this time I might actually use some Mod Podge. Because it's down to the shininess on the card, but they seem to be saying that you don't need to sand. So we're going to try it anyway. As I say, this is new for me, so we're kind of in this together if you've never done this before. And if you have, I would appreciate some tips. That would be wonderful. All right, so let's get this little bird on. But that is definitely gluing down, no problem whatsoever. Oh, I just scratched it. Oh, hold on, let's see if we can salvage that. All right, we might have to put a little sentiment over that. There you go. And it wasn't really that much of a little bubble there, but we can still use the card. So I'm just going to get this little bit up here. All right, so that's that one. Let's do one more. Let's do this bigger one. Let me get those. Now, sorry I'm down the bottom of the screen. It's just that I need to kind of see this. So let me stand up. All right, I think we got most of that in. Okay, let me just wipe my area down before the glue dries. Might come back to the Alice in Wonderland and let's see if we can get this cute little rabbit. So I need some sticky tape. I won't bother saving the back because honestly I have already got a lot of them, but you can save the back of these and you can stamp on them. You'd need to use archival ink. Okay, and I'll just see if there's another layer, which there is. So we'll pull that one layer off as well. So let me just get the little rabbit. Normally I get my paintbrush, like my water brush, and I wet it, and then I don't think I'll be able to get any of these words in, but we'll try. But yeah, I just thought I would just cut. Now, actually, I've got these type, I do like that Ace of Spades, but it's got like their logo in it. So let's see if we can find a heart. All right, so we'll try this one. Let me just see. Yeah, I think we'll get most of that in if I just come under the whiskers. So let's get some Mod Podge down. What I should do is just save my area and just use some of this. Right, I think if I wonder if it's easier if I do it this way. Go from there. All right. Okay, I think that's pretty good. I don't want to press it too much because I don't want it to rip. I'm actually really, really happy with that. So we'll leave that to dry. Right, so what have we got? We've got some Alice in Wonderland, some dark grungy ones, and we've got one here. So I'm thinking we might get that serviette and see if we can fit Alice on there, although I've got a feeling that might be a little bit too big an image. Let me see. You know, we might just get her in. We might lose the little platypus. I assume that, or the little echidna or whatever that is. But I think we are going to get her in. So let's go hearts. So I think we just got that in. All right, so I think the trick is to go over the top again to glue this down. All right, so I'm just going to leave that like that. Let me bring the other one back in. And let's put a layer on this one as well. Wow, I'm really happy with the way that one's looking. Okay, so I'm just going to leave those now to dry. So I've got some of this paper here. Actually, that one would be really good. Let's go like that. And that can be a nice travel one or Paris. I mean, these are so quick and so easy. All right, so, and I feel this one, I can move this around a little bit easier. Yeah. All right, so let's leave that one to dry. All right, so I might continue on and do a few more behind the scenes, and then we'll come back and we'll show you what I've done. I just thought I'd show you. I just noticed that when I was inking, it wasn't inking properly. So I've got like one of these little sanding discs. So what I'm doing is I'm just coming in here and I'm just sanding just this little section. And this is only because the sticker paper doesn't really go right down to the bottom. So I've just kind of sanded that bit. And then I am just now re-inking that, just to fix that little anomaly there. Okay, so I am definitely starting to get the hang of this. So I wanted to show you finally, after a little bit of experimenting, I'll give you an example. I found these gorgeous little bunny serviettes, and this one here looks lovely, but it's a little bit wrinkly, whereas this one I managed to get a nicer finish on. I need to obviously sand it and finish it off. And I also did this one, but I didn't realize I had accidentally tucked the serviettes underneath. This one is good, but I feel that the serviette background is a bit too dark and you can't really see underneath. So I'm starting to get a feel for this. So I think I'm deciding that, like, for example, these ones that have got only a few numbers and have got a lot of white background, I think would be good, because you can see here, you can see the pictures, right? But for example, this one here, you can't really see the picture because it's too busy. So this one here, this ace of clubs, you can see the image better. So of course the 10 has to be, there's just no question with the Mad Hatter. Same with this one here. And yeah, so I'm starting to get a hang of it. Like this one here is not too bad. Not too bad at all. So as I say, I do have to clean these up a little bit. I found this gorgeous little sticker, so I just stuck that on and that's it. I might darken the edges with some ink. So I just wanted to show you what I've been doing, what I finally figured out can work. Right, so I've got my Mod Podge, and I think you can also use, I think it's called matte medium, if that makes sense. But I've got Mod Podge. All right, so I give it a fairly good coverage, but like not so that it's like wet, but I give it a good coverage, especially on the edges. And then I found my serviette here. I thought this would be good for my botanical. Now, before I put it down, I've got myself some baking paper from the kitchen. So let's move that out the way. And then I'm going to put my serviette carefully down. And it's a little bit crinkled here. Right, so I've got that. Okay. So, I might just get my scissors just to... This is the mistake I made before where it folded in on itself and I got the edges glued under. So let's just get rid of that. Okay, so now what I'm doing is I'm folding over the baking paper and I'm just taking my finger and I'm just rubbing it in carefully, keeping it nice and flat. And you can see, even through the serviette here, you can see the four and you can see the spades. And then I've got myself a paper weight and I'm just putting that on top. And I'm just going to leave that to dry, and then, fingers crossed, that will come out nice like that bunny rabbit did there. So if you see, I hold it to the light, you can see it's lovely and smooth. So I just wanted to show you that. I'm going to now clean everything up. I'll ink all the edges. I've decided I'm not going to sew. So what I did was I actually ended up trimming the cards down, and then I just got a corner rounder and I just corner rounded the edges. So I'm just going to leave those like that. I might try and sew that one and just see how it looks, but I'll probably end up, I think it's because the 10 is too close to the top. So yes, I will sew that one just out of curiosity and see how that turns out. But that's what we've got going here. But I've been having a ball and it's been a lot of fun learning how to do this. We might revisit this later on because I've got a few ideas, but we'll do another video on that, and that will be more of a tutorial style video. Okay, so my card has dried now and it's lovely and smooth. So I just wanted to show you how I finish it off. I might just trim this serviette as much as I can towards the edge of the card just to make it a little bit easier. Okay, so then you can take an emery board and just go around, and we'll just file the edges just to get it really lovely and neat. So I apologise for the noise, it's a little bit like nails scraping down a blackboard, so sorry if you're sensitive to that. Okay, so I have now got that all nicely done. I'll just wipe those fibres away. So now we've got our card. So what I have been doing, now I've got these sanding discs. I bought a bunch of them. I think these Tim Holtz or Ranger, I'm not sure who, but that's where I got them from. And I am sanding the back just lightly because I'm going to use glue stick. So just sand that down, and I'll just wipe that down. Okay, so I'll bring my book page in, and you can see here that I've got some cards that I've backed onto some tea dye paper. So I'm just taking my glue stick and I'm just coating the back of that, and then I will just now, in that little space there that I've got left, I'll just lay that down there. And then I've been getting a weight and just weighing it down for a minute just to give it a good, you know, pressing down. You could use a heavy book. Alright, so I'm now going to cut these all out. I'll do the final reveal and we'll have a look at what we've made. Okay, so here we are, all finished. I have backed the altered playing cards with the tea dyed paper. I haven't done all of them, but I have done most of them, enough to certainly show you the difference. So I am so happy with how the serviettes turned out now, and that's what they look on the back side there. So I have got this cute little bunny also backed. Yes, I just can't tell you, it's such an easy and quick way once you know how. And as I say, I am going to revisit this, yeah, I'll spread them all out so you can have a bit of a look. So we got the bunny ones, we've got this lovely rose here which would be suitable for so many different journals, lots and lots of Alice in Wonderland, we've got a few Paris ones. I think honestly with serviettes and tissue papers, and I think that there's other ideas you could have too, especially with printing on the vellum sticker paper, and also washi tape I think would work really well. I think we're going to do another video on this down the track with some more ideas. Well guys, that's it for me for another video. I hope you have enjoyed this and gotten some inspiration and certainly picked up a few ideas. And if you haven't subscribed, it would be great if you could consider subscribing and hit that notification bell, and that way you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video. And as always, I answer as many comments as I possibly can get to. So guys, that's it for me for now. Until next time, have a jolly good time creating, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.